My name is Jenny Harden. I'm conducting this interview on behalf of Unity Hospice. Today we are interviewing Herb Booth. The date is June 27th, 2017, and this interview is being conducted in Lena, Illinois. The purpose of this interview is to record the veteran experience of Herb Booth for the Veterans History Project. Can you please tell me your full name?
Herbert Booth,
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
July 8th, 1926,
Okay. And what branch of service did you serve in?
Navy.
Okay. What was the highest rank that you attained?
Pharmacist mate third,
Okay. In what war or conflict did you serve in?
World War II.
All right. So tell me a little bit about where you were born.
Born in Westfield, New York.
Okay. And what were the names of your parents?
Herman and Minnie Moore Booth.
Okay. What did they do for a living? What were their occupations?
My mother never was a homemaker,
Okay.
and my father worked for Armour and Company out of Chicago.
Oh.
But we were transferred from Westfield to Stoughton, Wisconsin, and to an Armour evaporated milk company.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. What about brothers and sisters?
I have one sister, Gwen.
Okay. And what does Gwen do? What did she do?
She had a Gwen's ready-to-wear shop.
Oh, she owned her own business.
Oh yes.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Did she ever enroll in the military? Did she ever join
No.
with you?
Her husband was in the Navy.
Oh, he was. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So I want to know. Let's talk a little bit about your history. So what did you do before the service? So you were in high school. Did you graduate high school?
I enlisted before I graduated from high school.
You did. When did you enlist?
About in May of 1944
Okay. All right.
in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay. So did you go? How old were you?
17.
17. All right. So you just jumped right in. Didn't even finish school, huh?
Well, I finished school.
You did finish school.
Yeah.
All right.
They delayed my service time until I was 18.
Oh, good. Good. So you said you were in the Navy. What made you choose the Navy over the other branches?
Well, it was just a natural thing for
Okay.
me. I love water.
Yeah.
I've always boated, swim, and it was just a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there
And-
was no question.
Okay. Had you always thought about joining the military, or was it kind of a last minute decision for you?
Well, in 1944, there was no decisions to be made. It was either you're going to enlist or you're going to get drafted.
Right. So you said I'll just enlist,
Well,
right?
enlist in what I want to be in, and which was the Navy.
Right. Okay. What was your job in the Navy?
I was a pharmacist mate third class,
Okay.
and the thing that I did the most was I worked on a burn unit, skin grafting basically.
Okay.
I didn't do the skin grafting, but I prepared the donor sites and took care of the dressings
Okay.
on the skin grafts to keep them going, and then most of them were sewn on with sutures, and so it was for me to take the sutures out afterwards.
Okay.
After it was a healing process.
Okay. All right. So before you did all that, you went to basic training, correct?
Great Lakes Naval Training Center.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what you remember about that. What was your first day like when you first got to Great Lakes? What happened? What did you experience? What did you feel? Were you excited? Were you nervous?
We were so busy that I don't think I had much time to do anything other than just what we were told to do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And it was a group thing.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah.
So you lived in the barracks?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was that life like for you being in barracks with all these other men?
No problem.
No problem.
I was in Boy Scouts for a long time.
Okay.
I'm an Eagle Scout also.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So were you able to adapt well going from civilian life to military life?
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
And all the running and all that you adapted well to it, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
food and yeah.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. What did your mom and dad think when you told them you wanted to join the Navy?
My dad was kind of out of it. My mother was upset.
She was upset.
Yeah.
All right. Are you the oldest or the youngest?
Oldest.
You're the oldest. Okay. All right. And so then during basic training, tell me a little bit about what you did. You learned to shoot a weapon. What kind of things did you go through in basic training?
A lot of physical activities,
Mm-hmm.
and firefighting school for a day,
Oh, cool.
where they had a mock-up of a ship, and they would fill it full of fire, and you had to put it out.
Oh, that's pretty
And
cool.
they showed you how to do that. And then, because we were on Lake Michigan, we had training in 20 millimeter anti-aircraft guns, and also 40 millimeter.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you
Shooting at a target that the B-25 was pulling.
Right. That's kind of good. Did you enjoy that? Shooting weapons?
There's no problem.
Yeah. Had you done that before?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, at the NRA, if you don't mind.
All right. There you go. This is your video. Plug whatever you want. All right. So then you went from Great Lakes. What was your next stop? Where'd you go from there?
San Diego.
Okay. What'd you
So-
do there?
Corps School. That's where I went training for Farmers Estate
Okay. All right.
at Balboa Park.
All right. All right. How long was that training?
About 4 months.
Okay. All right. Now, is that a job that you chose to do, or was that one that was kind of assigned to you?
No, I chose to do that.
Okay. All right. That's neat. Okay, so then you're in San Diego. Then where'd you go from there?
Oakland, California. To
Okay.
Oakland Naval Hospital.
All right. And is that where you were stationed then?
That's where I was stationed, yeah.
Okay. Is that where you stayed during World War II, or were you sent overseas?
No.
Stayed there?
Stayed the whole time because
Okay.
our unit was special.
In what way?
Burn unit, we treated mostly patients that were injured on flat tops, aircraft carriers,
Okay.
kamikaze pilots that come down and crash on the decks and so forth. And
Right. Okay.
they were injured either putting the fires out or got injured when they hit.
So then when they were injured, they were flown then to Oakland?
No, they a lot of times would be put on a hospital ship and evaluated,
Oh,
and
okay.
then it depends upon the severity of the injury. The real severe ones were flown into Alameda
Oh, okay.
in the San Francisco Bay, and the others were transported to Treasure Island.
Okay.
And they were picked up from our hospital and evaluated, and if it was feasible that they could go on and move further closer to home, they'd send them to a naval hospital that was closer to their home.
Okay. All right. So do you remember your first patient that you got to work on once you got to Oakland? Do you remember the first time you had to deal with the burn injuries?
No, I don't.
No. So tell me a little bit about maybe different things that you saw while you were in Oakland, maybe some different cases. Do any of them stick out in your mind that you remember working on?
Not particularly.
No? Okay. All right. Did you enjoy that job? Was it good for you?
Well, it's something I learned to do, and I did it.
Yeah, and you helped save some lives, I'm sure.
Well,
Repair some.
we never knew.
Yeah. So if they came to you guys and then they were sent if they're closer to home?
Closer to home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like people who lived on the East Coast, they were sent to Bethesda.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so you never went overseas. What was your thoughts of the war going on but being here stateside? Did you ever want to go overseas to help, or what were your thoughts on the war at that time?
I had no particular aspirations of anything.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing that I could have done was to, volunteer like for on a hospital ship or
Right.
be a corpsman in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm. All right. So when you are in the military, you come across a lot of people. So did you make some good friends while you were in Oakland, or did you, tell me a little bit about your social life, maybe we'd say. What kind of stuff did you do on your off time while you were there?
Never had much off time.
No? Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, mostly we worked, might say 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you have some good friends? Did you make some good friends if you were
Yeah.
with those people all the time?
Well, yes, but you never saw them again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, if you've kept in touch with anybody
No.
over the years. No?
No.
All right. So tell me about how did you keep in touch with family back home? Did you keep in touch with your mom and your sister and?
Well, they were all at home, so I just wrote letters.
Yeah, okay. And they were able to write you back so you could get mail?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What about care packages? Did you ever get anything good in the mail from back home?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. Had you ever been to California before you got stationed there?
No.
No? So what was the difference, California versus where you were living?
Decent tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Different weather, different.
Yeah, it was different weather.
Yeah. Okay. All right. When they told you were going to California, were you like, all right, let's go? Or were you wanting to stay closer to home?
Didn't make any difference.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So where were you? Do you remember where you were when World War II ended?
I was in Oakland.
You were still in Oakland?
Yeah.
What was the feeling like when that news was brought up that,
Not much.
no?
No. That was like the VE Day,
What's VE Day?
Victory in Europe,
Okay.
and it didn't make any difference much because it was on the other side of the world.
Right.
But VJ Day was a big deal.
What's VJ Day?
Victory in Japan.
Okay. You remember that day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where were you?
Oakland.
Oakland?
Working.
All right. Was that exciting when you knew that it was over? Victory in Japan, was that exciting for you guys? Did you?
Only trying to figure out when you'd get out.
Yeah.
Get discharged.
Right. How long did you stay in? How long did you serve?
2 years.
2 years? Okay. All right. And during that time, did you have a girlfriend? Were you married? Did you have any significant other?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Well, I had a girlfriend at home.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
All right. All right.
And there was nothing came of that.
Okay. All right. So when you finally got discharged, where did you go? Did you go back home
Yes.
after that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Did you have a warm welcome? Were people happy to? Was your mom happy to see you? And
Oh yeah.
yeah. All right. Was it hard to then go transition back to civilian life after being in the military?
Very.
It was. Why? Tell me about that.
It just, I really couldn't say 100%, but I just was not with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
The regimentation and the other people that were with us and so
Mhm.
forth, and busy all the time,
Right. Right.
all of a sudden,
Yeah. And did you want to stay in longer than 2 years?
No.
Or no, you were done after 2
Mhm.
years? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So what was your main goal when you joined? Like, why were you like, I'm going to join the Navy? What was your main goal behind joining?
just serving, that was, nothing spectacular.
Okay. All right. Are you a member of any veteran organizations right now?
The American Legion.
You are? Okay. Here in town?
No, Monroe.
Oh, Monroe. Okay. Are you active with them? Like, do you do meetings and...
Not anymore.
No.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about, so you did your time in the military and then after. Do you have kids? Do you have a wife? What was your path after you left the military?
I went on a GI Bill and went to an apprenticeship in the funeral industry
Okay.
for 2 years,
What'd you do there?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, and then I went to school for a year
Okay.
in Milwaukee Institute of Mortuary Science.
Okay.
I graduated from there.
What made you want to go into the mortuary business?
I started when I was in high school,
Okay.
because the people that worked for the funeral home were drafted.
Oh, all right.
So I started taking the clinkers out of the stoker and shoveling the walks and sweeping the walks. And
Okay.
finally, just go on calls, pick up bodies, and
Yeah.
just worked into it.
So you did that before you joined the military as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that doing that made your job in the burn unit a little bit easier because you had seen?
Could be,
Yeah.
could be.
Okay. All right. So then you went to school for that as well?
Yes,
Okay. And what'd you do after that?
worked at the funeral home
You did?
until 1959, and I bought in
Oh.
a funeral home,
Which one?
Shriners.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's good. So what were your main, like, a day in the life of Herb? What did you do while you were working in the funeral home?
Everything that a funeral director does.
Everything?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you ever get married?
Yes,
You did? Okay.
Mhm.
What was your wife's name?
Gertrude.
Okay. You guys still married?
Yes,
Yeah, how many years?
65 yesterday.
Ah, yesterday. Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Good for you. Did you guys have any kids?
2 girls.
2 girls. What are their names?
Carol is the oldest.
Okay.
She's retired RN with degrees up your wazoo. University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. She
Wow.
went to. And she's retired from the University Hospital in
Okay.
Madison.
Wow, good for her.
And then I got a younger daughter, Judy, that just, what should I say?
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
She did her own thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and she got married age 20, I think it was.
Okay.
She had 2 daughters,
All right. That's what I was going to ask. How many grandkids do you
Yeah.
have?
2 grandkids,
2 grandkids.
and 5 great-grand.
Really? Wow. Are any of them local here to you?
Judy lives in Monroe,
Oh, okay. Alright.
4 blocks from where she grew up. bought a house.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat. So do you get to see her often? You get to see your grandkids?
Well, 2 of the grandsons, great-grandsons, the granddaughters, one is a civilian employee of the Air Force.
Oh,
She's
okay.
a CPA. She does, she's stationed now at Randolph Field in San Antonio,
Okay.
Texas, yeah.
All right.
But she's been at Dayton, Ohio, to the Air Force. And
Any of your other
school.
Any of your other family members part of the military? Any of your grandkids or anybody else part of the military?
Not at all.
So you were the only one?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's neat. That's neat. So tell me a little bit about the 2 years that you were in the military. What did you take away from that? As far as life experiences, words of wisdom, what did you take away from being part of the military? Did it change anything about you? The way you think
Well,
or feel?
no, not a lot, because as I said before, I'm an Eagle Scout, and I went away to camps in the summer and was on the staff for 2 years. I did that.
Yeah. All right. How old were you when you first joined Boy Scouts?
12.
12?
Mhm.
That's pretty neat. So you enjoyed it enough to stick with it all these years, huh? All right. And when you say you were an instructor for them, you were on the staff?
At the summer camps. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What kind of things did you do?
Um, Actually, it was the storekeeper
Oh, okay.
they had there, and the camp bugler,
All right.
and
Where's that at?
it's not active anymore. They moved the camp, but it was at Green Lake, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Camp Ticora was the name of the place.
Okay. How many summers did you do that, or was that
Two,
like
just 2 summers.
just 2 summers?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I was a camper at the camp
Oh, okay.
summers before. Yeah.
That's fun.
Hmm.
That's fun. So do you think that going through Boy Scouts all those years and being part of that, did that help you as well adapting to military life while you were in?
Very much so.
Yeah, okay. What kind of skills do you think most were used that you learned in Boy Scouts that you took to the military?
Oh, how to get along with other people,
Yeah,
you know, and I think that's one of the greatest things.
yeah, yeah. That's wonderful. So what is your feelings right now about military? About everything that's going on currently with Iraq, Afghanistan, Russia, politics. What are your feelings and thoughts right now? Go ahead, you can say it. This is your interview. You can say it.
Yeah, well, I'm a fan of Fox News. That says a lot. And so I have high hopes. It's always been my hope that one day the President of the United States would not micromanage the military.
Mhm.
And
Do you think we have that now with our president?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got Madison there, General Madison, Marine Corps. That's
Mhm. Yeah. So what do you think about war in general? Do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's unnecessary? What do you think about war? Like all these years we've been in Iraq and Afghanistan. What are your thoughts on that?
this is the thing about micromanaged war.
Mhm.
What did the previous presidents know about that?
Mhm.
Starting with Lyndon Johnson. Nothing in the Vietnam War. All they wanted was body counts.
Yeah.
That doesn't win the war.
What wins a war?
Might.
So you think people who maybe haven't served in war, haven't done, service for our country, think that's why they think differently about our president and the way that things are going? Do you think it makes a difference to serve the country and be a part of it?
I think it has quite a bit to do with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So, like I said, this video will go to the Library of Congress. So, you're going to become part of history. So, when people are looking up stories of World War II veterans, your name will be there for them to click on. So, there's going to be a lot of people watching this. So, I
Is
want
that on or off?
this is on still. We're still going. I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, what are some words of wisdom that you're giving to future generations that might be watching you right now? What words of wisdom do you have for them about life?
About life?
Yeah, just in general, what words of wisdom do you have?
I should have had more advance notice. I don't pretend to give people advice.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, what about your great grandson or granddaughter's watching this right now? What do you want to say to them?
Yeah. Nothing in particular.
Be good, go to school, get a good job.
Yeah.
All of the above.
I'm proud of my oldest great-granddaughter, who's 16.
Yeah,
Always been on the honor roll.
good for her.
Yeah.
Smart girl, good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Herb.
And she works.
Where does she work? What does she do?
Right, she's she started out washing dishes in a supper club, and now she's doing waitressing. work.
Oh, good for her.
Great person, yeah.
It's good to get them started early, working,
Yeah,
making their own living, huh?
yeah. She was a self-starter.
Yeah. Good for her. Is she your oldest grandchild?
Great-grand.
Great grandchild. Okay.
Yeah, 16,
Okay. All right. How old is the youngest great grandchild?
10.
10? All right. That's pretty cool to have that many in the family.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat. All right, Herb. So this is your time now. Is there any other stories you can think of, memories, good memories, bad memories, anything else you can think of from the time that you served or about your family, anything else that you want to share with us?
No,
No?
sometimes I wish I would have stayed in.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. Why is that? What do you miss out?
I think I could have done more, you know. But
As far as at your job or more
yeah,
for.
I could have advanced farther in the military,
Yeah.
you know, than I did.
Okay. And when you signed on, you just signed on for 2 years?
Signed on for the duration and 6 months.
Oh, okay.
That's how it was at that time.
Okay. All right. Did you have any friends that joined the military? Like alongside of you?
The whole, no, none of I didn't go to boot camp with anybody that I
Okay.
knew,
All right.
but the whole high school went.
Everybody went,
Yeah,
huh?
except the girls, you know.
Right. Yeah, they got to stay back, huh?
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, unless they joined the WACs,
Right.
the Waves,
Right.
the Spars,
That was big.
or the BAMs.
Right. Those are big. Yep. Those are big groups back then.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So when did you meet your wife?
When did I?
Yeah. Was it you after you got out of the military?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
did you meet her at?
In Monroe.
In Monroe.
She's an RN, OB nurse.
Okay. So where'd you guys meet? At the hospital? Out and about?
No, just out and about.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember your first date?
Yes.
Where did you take her?
To a bar,
To a
and neither one of us were comfortable,
Yeah.
and so that was the last bar date.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. How long did you guys date before you got married?
6 months.
6 months. That's all it took, huh? You knew. You knew. Was your family happy? Did your mom like her?
We never consulted them.
No, you just, all right.
Yeah, well, she stayed at Warren Stoughton, which is 40 miles away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Did you ask her dad if it was okay to marry her? Did you ask her father for permission?
No,
No? All right.
she can make up her own mind.
Yeah, I agree. Good for her. Good for her. And where did you guys get married?
Bullite.
Oh, okay.
She belonged to the Baptist church over there.
Okay. And what's your wedding anniversary? What's the date?
The 25th of June.
Oh, June. Oh, yeah, yesterday. That's right.
1952.
All right.
Mhm.
Did you guys celebrate yesterday? Do you celebrate on your anniversaries?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you do?
Went to the nursing home where she is,
Okay.
and our 2 daughters were
Yeah.
there.
Is she here in the nursing
No,
home?
in Madison.
Oh, in Madison. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And your daughters were there?
Yes, oh
That's
yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
That's
And we had carry out from Olive Garden.
Oh, yum. Yum.
That was, well, it's real different food and so forth than what my wife is getting tired of.
Yeah. Yeah, nursing home food, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can
Well,
understand.
it's any place you eat at the same time and place year-round, and the food gets old after a
It gets
while.
redundant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's neat. That's neat. We'll have to see if we can get your wife or we can get a video of her saying hello too. So that's, and you said 65 years?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
That's amazing. Good. So do you guys celebrate every year or do you just do the big milestones?
Well, to a major or a minor event, you know,
Yeah.
it just depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you get to visit her in the nursing home? How often do you see her?
Not very often.
No.
No. But we have it down at 3 o'clock every Sunday afternoon. I call her.
Oh, that's
We
good.
talk for an hour and a half,
That's
something
good.
like that.
So do you live by yourself now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you do for fun? What do you do to fill your time today?
I'm awfully busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go to the barn in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a place where a lot of veterans meet.
Oh.
You know, there's a dozen of us there sometimes,
Yeah.
or fewer.
Okay.
A lot of Navy veterans.
Yeah. Is that a restaurant?
No, it's an old horse barn.
Oh, it is. You guys just go and hang out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Guy's backyard. It was a carriage house. And
Yeah.
so forth. It's real old.
Yeah.
We got a stove in there in the winter and keeps us warm.
Cool.
And every Wednesday morning I go with the Romeos.
What's the Romeos?
Retired old man eating out.
Oh! I love that. Where do you guys meet?
Within 20-mile radius of
Okay, good.
we have 7 places that we go.
Oh, okay.
And
The Romeos.
Yeah, different.
That's neat. Are they veterans as well, or is it just whoever?
Just most of them are over 90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's whoever.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's neat. So it keeps you busy.
Yes.
All right. All right, Herb. Anything else you can think of that you want to say today? Think
I
you're
don't think so.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on behalf of everybody at Unity Hospice, thank you for your service during World War II. We very much appreciate and honor and love our veterans. So I'm glad that you sat down with me today for a little bit and shared some of your story because you're part of history now. So thank you very much.
Thank you.